It was a dark and stormy night, and the railway station was completely deserted. The only sound was the howling wind and the rain pounding on the roof. I was waiting for my train to arrive, but it was already an hour late. As I sat on the bench, I heard a faint whisper. It sounded like someone was calling my name. I looked around, but there was no one there. I tried to ignore it and looked at my phone to pass the time. But the battery was dead. I felt a chill run down my spine as I realized that I was completely cut off from the world. Suddenly, I heard a loud noise coming from the tracks. It sounded like a train was approaching, but I couldn't see anything in the darkness. As the noise got louder, I saw a faint light in the distance. It was coming closer and closer, until it was right in front of me. I could see the silhouette of a train, but it was unlike any train I had ever seen before. The train was old and rusty, with broken windows and peeling paint. It looked like it had been abandoned for years. But there was something else that was off about it. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but it made me feel uneasy. The train stopped in front of me, and the doors opened with a creak. I hesitated for a moment, but then I heard the whisper again. It was calling my name, and I knew that I had to get on the train. As I stepped inside, I saw that the train was completely empty. There were no passengers, no conductor, nothing. The only thing I could hear was the sound of the wheels on the tracks. I sat down in one of the seats and tried to calm myself down. But then I heard another noise. It was a scratching sound, like something was trying to claw its way out of the walls. I looked around, but there was nothing there. And then I saw it. A pair of glowing eyes, staring at me from the darkness. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. The train started moving again, and I felt it picking up speed. I felt a cold sweat run down my back. I knew that I had to get out of there, but I couldn't move. The eyes were getting closer, and I could see that they belonged to a creature of some kind. It was covered in fur, and it had long claws that glinted in the moonlight. I closed my eyes and tried to focus on my breathing. And then I heard a voice. It was coming from the creature, and it was saying my name. I knew that I had to face my fear, no matter what. I opened my eyes and looked straight at the creature. It was still staring at me, but now it seemed less menacing. And then it spoke again. This time, it asked me a question. Do you know why I'm here? I shook my head, unable to speak. The creature continued. I'm here to guide you. You've been lost for a long time, but now you're on the right path. You just need to trust yourself. And with that, the creature disappeared into the darkness. I was left alone, but now I felt a sense of peace. I knew that I had to keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles lay ahead. I got up from the ground and started walking. I didn't know where I was going, but I knew that I was on the right path. And then I saw it. A light in the distance, shining like a beacon. I knew that I had to follow it, no matter what. I started running towards the light, and as I got closer, I saw that it was coming from a small cabin in the woods. I slowed down and approached the door. And then I heard a voice from inside. Come in, my child. I've been waiting for you. I pushed open the door and stepped inside. The cabin was warm and cozy, and there was an old woman sitting by the fire. She looked up at me and smiled. "I've been waiting for you, my child. You have a long journey ahead of you, but you're not alone. I'm here to help you." I sat down by the fire, and the old woman started telling me stories. Stories of courage and hope, of love and loss. And as I listened, I felt my fears start to fade away. I knew that I had found my way home. I thanked to God, and promised myself I will not come again at this haunted railway station again.